Hey guys, seemed like it was a proper time to do like a channel update, sort of what's going on, because I kind of got not over my head, but oversaturated with a lot of content on the back end, on my end, that I haven't put out yet. And like, I have finished the game Shadow Legends. I've finished the series, and there's still a few more videos coming out there until that's done. And then we'll start with Grimlord, which I wanted to wait until I finished the Shadow Legends series to really dive into the next one. And then we've started playing Ghost of Tabor, and that's going terrible because I am garbage. I'm not good.
Oh my god, fuck you, dude. I fucking can't even...
And so I've been working on that. Nothing major to really show off other than my lack of skills. But there's also a pre-wipe event going on right now, so everybody's got max money and max traders. You can basically deck yourself out and just go have PvP battles. And so that's actually been helping me get better at playing the game, because that was my problem, is just getting better at playing the game. So I'm currently making a bunch of clips on that, but at this point there's so many that, you know, it's not going to be a series as much as a bunch of highlights, and then I'll get into playing it regularly after the fresh wipe. And I think the fresh wipe comes with a new update, so it'll be all new. And then I can start really making some content, and I won't be a complete total noob. But I've got a little bit of video footage of that, probably running in the background of this, and then I'll probably make a few little videos in the series, and then once the wipe comes and it updates, I will start making more regular content, trying to actually play the game the right way. So, but that's a pretty fun game. Another game that I'm eyeballing is Standout VR, and that is basically actually PUBG. There's another one that's free called Population 1, and everybody's playing it, but it's more Fortnite. It has building and like climbing and rocket packs and shit, and like I just want to play literally PUBG and Escape from Tarkov and DayZ, but in VR. So I'm looking forward to checking that one out, but it doesn't seem to have a player base or anything. I haven't been able to find any modern content on it. Nothing within the last like couple of years even. Like I think the most recent thing I saw was like 11 months ago or whatever. So that's a maybe, because I don't want to spend money on a game that is empty. Other than that, I got that Township Tale MMO game. It's like filled with kids, but it's, if you like Minecraft and like just, you know, that MMO cartoony shit, it really is like, it appeals to me. It has a lot of aspects to it that appeal to me. So it's just really confusing, and it's filled with kids, and I don't like kids. I play VR to get away from kids, but it seems like everywhere I go, there they are. But anyway, we got Ghosts, we got Township Tale at some point, once I figure that shit out. We got Grimlord coming up after we finish Shadow Legend, which there's 2 or 3 more videos in that series, and then that's finished, and then that'll segue into Grimlord, which works out because Shadow Legend is like a cartoony version of somebody trying to make a Dark Souls demo in VR, basically. Ish. And then Grimlord is like legit supposed to be, this is Dark Souls in VR. So that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. Oh, there's another game along those lines, but in the Minecraft vein. It's called Ancient Dungeon VR, and it's basically, it looks like a lot like, it's basically like Minecraft Dungeons but in VR. And I'm a procedurally generated RPG dungeon crawling fanatic, so I mean, doing that in VR just seems fun. I just don't want to get too oversaturated with games that overlap as far as like genres and types, you know. So we'll see what happens there. Try and keep this one brief. I need more friends on the Quest. I don't have any like buddies to play with in these games, and you know me. I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel. So I'm looking for a buddy to run with in some of these shooting games, and hopefully that'll get squared away, and then I can have a cool team. It'd be cool if like some other VR YouTuber that wasn't like super popular was like, hey dude, let's collab. Because I'd be down to collab. I need a buddy, like I said. And I'm already making content anyway, so there it is. Other than that, that's it. I'm not really doing too much more PlayStation VR games right now because they're just once you get like access to games you really wanted to play, even if they're not like the quality you wanted to play them at, it's still better. So you know, there's a lot of issues I have with the Quest 2 versus PlayStation VR. I could play PlayStation VR all day, basically, no problems. And then on this, I can, you know, I can't even play the whole battery life because I have like, it's uncomfortable. It's different than the other ones. So once I figure that out, though, you know, because they have accessories that you can buy. It's just what to buy and whether it's worth it or not. So we'll see. And then when, you know, basically when Ghost of Tabor hits PSVR 2, then my goal is shifting to getting a PlayStation 5 and PlayStation VR 2 setup. I mean, I guess that's already kind of a tertiary goal right now. After I got like my kayak and my fishing setup and all my outdoors gear kind of squared away, I'm back to, you know, sort of other things, and VR became one of them. I don't want to do a PC VR, you know, high-end VR setup that way, because that I'd rather have the console. I like the safety of a PlayStation. Things work, you plug them in, you turn it on, and you know it's going to get that like PlayStation seal of approval. It just sucks that they don't have access to the same library that you get on other VR consoles or headsets. Otherwise though, I mean, there's so many games on this thing that's like I don't want to get sucked back in, but here I am. And if it was more comfortable to play it, I would spend more time playing it. But as of right now, I typically can get like 1 or 2 raids in before I need to take the headset off, and it leaves like a mark on my face, and I gotta like rub my head because it's like not comfortable. And I'm using the Quest 2 bare bones with just like the cloth, the rubber seal that goes around it just didn't work right. It like muffled the microphone on the inside, so I thought it was better to have good audio than to be comfortable. And until I find like a good, like I said, accessory, third-party accessory, then that's the way it is. So I'll be doing like, you know, 1 or 2 raid at a time clips and going from there. And there's no way to stream that for me, so I'm not even worried about trying to stream any of the VR that I'm doing right now unless it's on PlayStation. But there's not really any games worth streaming on PlayStation right now. So until those are resolved, this is what we're doing. Ghost of Tabor when I feel like it. Grimlord after I finish Shadow Legend. Oh, Survival Nation is just out of my league right now. Maybe Ghost of Tabor will help with that, but like I can't even get out of the first area, and it's just like messing with me too much. Between the handling of the weapons, the fighting, and the zombies being too aggressive for me right now. So that one's kind of on the back burner. That sucks because I really wanted to play it and I spent money on it. But like I said, maybe Ghost of Tabor will help me sort of improve on that. But otherwise, that's it. I think as far as I can remember on my games list. And then what I have on my wish list is that Ancient Dungeon, which that'll be eventually. Once I think after Grimlord, I'll do Ancient Dungeon, because after I do a serious hardcore game like that, I'm probably going to want to do a fun whimsical. So join us for that. I'm just trying to like do what I always do, keep everybody in the loop. Who cares? And if you're new here, do all the things, like, subscribe, hit me up on the socials. Look, if you're on Quest 2, hit me up on there. Same name, Higgs-II-Boson, as usual. And,
Shot him in the dick. Yeah,
you
it's
know,
just
maybe I
vibrating
can
on
find
my
a buddy
controller,
here.
no sound.
Otherwise,
I have
as
no
always,
audio at all.
thanks for
What is
watching.
going on?
Love you guys. I'll see you next time. See you in the other reality. Love ya. Bye.
Oh, see?